Plenty of comments coming in, guys, and if you're watching at home, you want to get in touch, let us know your thoughts, please do so. Let me throw a couple of these at you. Rangers Easy OK says the 4 new signings all look the part. The physicality of the team now compared to the start of the season is night and day. Defining week for us, 6 points from these games, and I can see 56 happening. Sing the Blues says Motherwell away is a true test. We'll beat Hearts at Ibrox. SMP Goon Platoon says looks like we finally have a centre forward. That's the wingers that can throw the ball into the box for. And David Gillespie asks Keith if you're still sticking with Hearts for the title. And just finally, Scotland the Brave, he's having none of this Rangers chat. He says Rangers are only in this discussion due to Celtic taking on Nancy. Martin O'Neill's not lost a game yet in the league, and he has the better head-to-head against Rohl. Rohl's not beat him. You failed to mention this. So there you go, we mentioned it.
Right, okay, let me address it. Yes, at this moment in time, I'm still on the Hearts horsey. And I'll tell you for why. One, obviously, they're sitting in first position, 3 points clear of Rangers. But I think there's more likelihood of Hearts getting the results that they need from these next two games to kind of cement that position. And I fancy them to win at home to Hibs. They owe Hibs after the last derby game. I know that they'll be missing Craig Halkett, and that is massive because he's been such a big performer defensively. But I think they'll cope. I think they'll deal with it. And I think they'll get revenge for the last game at Easter Road. And that takes them into the weekend. Rangers, on the other hand, Dan, and you know, there's a lot of platitudes and a lot of people saying nice things about Motherwell. And deservedly so. They've been terrific. The style of play has been terrific. But when you actually drill down into the numbers, it's frightening. Frightening. Especially at Fir Park. The last time they've lost a league goal at home was against Falkirk. Do you know when that was?
Go on.
October the 18th.
Wow.
It's the last time they conceded a league goal at home.
Wow.
They've subsequently to that beaten Dundee United 2-0, Hibs 2-0. They've had one draw, that was 0-0 with Hearts. 3-0 Livy, 1-0 Dundee, 2-0 Celtic, 2-0 St Mirren, 4-0 Killie. That's an aggregate of 16-0.
Wow. So
Fir Park is the one place that Rangers probably don't want to be going this midweek. I think, you know, I hear Andy saying they'll need to be at their best. Even Rangers at their best, they're going to get a real game there. So what I'm saying is, Dan, if Hearts can walk away with 4 points, beat Hibs and get a draw at Ibrox, I think that would be a great week for Hearts. Yeah. And I think it would send them into, you know, what would that be, 11 games to go? And they'd be in a real strong position. So that's why at this minute in time, I'll go with Hearts. But as I said previously, I'm jumping horses all over the place. It might well happen again, but I think Hearts remain in the best position, i.e. they're in first place, so obviously they're in the best position. But I think you know what I mean.
Keith, is there any sense that the timings of the game may influence others? Where Hearts Hibs being on Tuesday and the other ones being on Wednesday. By that I mean, should Hearts slip on Tuesday, the bounce it gives to Celtic and Rangers get into Wednesday probably makes them more positive. Whereas if Hearts go out and emphatically beat Hibs and throw the pressure right on to Rangers going to Fir Park, for example, does that change? Do you think that makes a difference? I know it shouldn't, but at this stage,
it does, Swanee. You know it. I know it. I mean, it's been a while since you and I have been able to cover a proper title race. Yeah. But these are the kind of swings and roundabouts. Yeah. Absolutely. And it was all
get a result. I think if Hearts go out and get a really good emphatic performance and beat Hibs on Tuesday night, if they do, I think that puts an awful lot of pressure on. And more so Rangers. I mean, you would expect Celtic to deal with Livingston on. Well, we'll come to Celtic later, but you would expect them to deal with Livingston at home. Celtic have been pretty good at home, results-wise. But I would certainly ask the question of Rangers. And I think, should Hearts beat Hibs and then Rangers go and deliver a performance at Fir Park and win, that just really sets them up brilliantly for Sunday.
It basically lays the table for Sunday lunch, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But I think you're totally right. What I would say, Swanee, I'm not sure that it needs to be an emphatic, a big win.
No, anyone, I suppose. Yeah.
Anyone.
That's what
Anyone.
So which was the 94th minute, I think.
A last minute winner, 100%. All Hearts need to do is stick another 3 points on the board.
Yeah.
However they get there now, all the better if they turn it on against Hibs and really enjoy the occasion. Very rarely do you get that, especially when so much pressure is on. Hearts just need to win.
Just have to do their own thing, Keith, don't they? I mean, I was thinking prior to the game in Paisley, there was 15 games to go, and I was even thinking, if you're Hearts, you just think 10 wins might get this done. If Rangers play Celtic, it depends what wins you win, obviously. But it's hard to see Rangers and Celtic going through the rest of the season flawless, and they've got to take points off each other.
Yep.